Hello everyone, my name is Paul Stamayoi, and we're back. Pokemon Y Shiny Hunting episode 254, Lapras. If you didn't watch the last episode, why didn't you? And this episode's topic is by me. It's a personal thing, so I'm just gonna say it. So, if you ever heard the phrase of night owl, well there is actually, of course, owls that usually you only find at night, active, but anyway, the phrase I'm going for is I'm a night owl pretty much, and even though I don't like stay up, um, I don't now. I usually, well, I sometimes if I'm like seriously can't sleep, then I will just stay awake for the entire day. Then like until it's time to go to sleep, or if I'm tired enough that I just can't stay awake any longer. But pretty much what I'm trying to say is, I think I'm just always gonna be that person who just thrives and does better during the night. I don't know, it's just kind of person that I am. I always just way back then I always wanted always would just stay up through the night and then pretty much just sleep in the day pretty much. So that's what I mean by I'm a night owl. Now of course I wake up at 4:30 in the morning and then stay awake all the way, do my best to stay awake all the way until 7:45. But sometimes either if even if I do get that full wake up at that time and stay up all the way until 7:45. Even if that happens, like I said, there's those times that where I just feel like super overheated and I just can't seem to go back to sleep, so then I just stay up. So yeah. So what else was I gonna say? Yeah, pretty much just like the main topic. I just want to get that across because if y'all are wondering, like, how, well, I'm sure most people can do it, but how I'm able to just, most of the time when I really put my mind to it, stay up until, like, for a very long time. Like, probably like a full 24 hours if I want to get my schedule back on track, if it got messed up or anything like that. Um, and yeah, so just wanted to let you all know that I am most likely capable of that, which I said, like I said, most likely most people are, but I don't know, maybe I'm just one of those special few. But anyway, so yeah, it's pretty much that topic. So now you best believe we're gonna get back to talking about Quarion Logos English dubbed anime. So if you don't want to be spoiled, you have a chance to mute now. Alright, you had your chance. So we left off talking about how the what seemed to be the main character of the different timeline episode for the Aquarion Logos anime. And but anyway, I left off with him pretty much meeting this, like I said, this girl who seemed to have a special connection with some kind of mystical book, and she somehow, even though it's so important to her, she somehow left it behind on the beach when she was startled how she was the only one there hanging out, just watching the waves or the just nature at the beach, and then she got startled by the guy who was just curious to know why she was just like all by herself. But yeah, then it's just funny because she was like wearing I think kimono or something like that, and she was trying to like do her best to just speed walk, but it was so funny. I just when I watch that, I just think of him like sometimes, him just trying to like chase after her and like just run in front of her and just hey, you're not going anywhere. You're not gonna be able to really run away fast enough. So what the heck? Why are you running away? I just think like out of nowhere sometimes he'll just say that, but of course he's not. It's just always gonna be the same. Just him letting her go even though she's going slow as crap trying to get away. I think it's just hilarious with stuff like that when you just can just be super creative with it. See, stuff like that I could like totally make animations out of, just like funny little parodies. I mean, like of course my main series that I'm gonna have when I finally finish the first episode, so you can finally see it. that will be like serious. There will be some funny moments, but mainly a serious one where it's talking about pretty much the hardcore story. Um, but yeah, so yeah, but of course, like I said, I'm sure there will be lots of recommendations for like parodies and all that, and I'm up for that. I used to make a lot of parodies back then as well with those animations on the whole flip note hat note thing, and just flip note for the DSi XL. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to let you all know that I'm not always going to be not all serious about the whole like storyline. Like I said, there will be parodies most likely. 99% sure of that, whether you recommend it or not. So yeah. But anyways, get back to Aquarion logos. So anyway, yeah, then the guy he pretty much I guess like finds out no, he holds on to the book until he hopefully finds the girl again, but then he just I think the he didn't originally want to go to the beach. I'm pretty sure he was like trying to go to this certain old ancient household to where it does have a lot of connection to the whole Aquarion. Uh, I think the book is called the Aquarion. I'm pretty sure because I think when it says Aquarion logos, I'll just say it right now. There's like these um, huge transformers, pretty much transformer-like robots, but they are way more epic than Transformers in my opinion. But yeah, but they're pretty much I think they're called Aquarion. I think they're called Aquarions. It's just so confusing because like I said, I haven't seen it in such a long time, and I've never really understood like what are the freaking robots called and all that. I'm pretty sure they're called Aquarions. So I don't know. But anyway. So yeah. So pretty much like I said, he was going to this ancient household, and out of nowhere, the girl seemed to be like going there a lot as well. So she just came out of nowhere and was like talking to him, and she knew he had the book because it wasn't there when she went back to the spot where she was like on the beach and all that. So then she was like asking him if he had it, and then he was like, yeah, and then he gave it to her back, and they became friends, and they were still friends until like a little bit, but they were ultimately like good friends, and it's pretty awesome how they like connect. But I'll talk about that later. But yeah, but anyway, he was like really interested in showing her the like little device he had where apparently it's like a radio but it's powered by some kind of mystical energy crystals. So they are like in a timeline where they're able to like access magical things. But technically like in real life, electricity and all that is like controlling magic pretty much because it's like even though it is electricity and power and all that, it's still like magic in a sort. So I guess to people who are in that world, they would think this world it's like might be magic, but then again, there's those worlds that are like super cyber tech, and that may be this world eventually because it seems like that's what it's going to turn into. Because yeah, but I do believe there is some sort of magic you can find in this world, in this reality. You just gotta, find it. But anyway, so yeah, back to the anime. So the reason I was mentioning that is, yeah, it was just like a cool little device, and he thought it was just simple like radio and all that, but it actually was like connecting to a parallel universe. Yeah, that sounds about right. Um, and pretty much, well, actually, three different timelines with that. There's the one that those two were in that I was talking about, and then there was the one that's like the main Aquarion stuff, and then from that one there's like a parallel universe of that. So there's like opposites of the same character. They have minor differences, but mainly alike in personality and all that. But anyway, it's cool because yeah, him and the girl, they were like hearing this weird like static and all that, and it was coming from the Aquarion, the first Aquarion world that you see in there. So it was awesome because then it shows the characters from there doing like their thing, um, just pretty much doing like, seems like they were like a space station, like if you were at a space station and they were at the consoles and all that. It's just seeming like that. They're having like a meeting and all that. But it was definitely some funny parts, um, like one of the like two of the boy characters, they were like trying to make a fort or something, or something like that. And they're not like kids. They're like, they look like they're probably as old as I am, or maybe even just a little bit younger than that, or maybe even older. I don't know. But they were just acting like kids. But there's nothing wrong with that. But as long as you're not, being uh, irresponsible and all that, it's just that they were just wanting to do the things that I guess they did in their childhood, because you never know if these characters have like ever had a childhood, and that's why why they do that now. But some people just find it fun in general. There's nothing wrong with that. But anyway, so yeah, then the two guys, one of them was just like just wanted to tag along and think that it was fun, but then the other one was just like super about making the fort and all that. But then it was weird because just out of nowhere, they didn't mean to do it, but the fort was like some kind of tunnel way into the girls' locker room, and it was like weird because he wasn't planning it, but it was just like there. But of course, the animators, of course, just wrote it in and all that. It was just like, it's weird. But anyway, yeah, then and that's pretty much how you meet all of them. And then they were saying how there's like an emergency. There's like a ripple in the sky, and there was, oh yeah, and then the characters from that world were like wanting to investigate it with their Aquarions because they just think it might be trouble, because yeah. But anyway, yeah. And then we pretty much get back to the whole guy with his crystal radio thing, and then the girls. So then they were talking and all that, and then pretty much they were walking, and the guy was just insisting that she let him borrow her like book, the Aquarion book, and she was like saying that she doesn't want to be apart from it and all that again. But then he was like, he wasn't being like super aggressive. He just really wanted to like study it and all that, but she just wasn't having that. So then they were like tug of warring with it pretty much, and then it ripped, and then they were really sad. But then it created like some sort of, I'm trying to think. Oh, that's right. That world that they're in, that's where the two Aquarion universes came into to like battle and all that. Well, no, wait. No. They got teleported. They got teleported to the one that was like alien like to the first Aquarion world that I was talking about. Like they were talking about that, but then they ended up in the same world, and then the guy with the radio, anyways, well, I just want to check the episode, he was witnessing the fight, and so was the girl, and yeah. So anyway, maybe probably talk about this next episode as well, most likely, we'll see. But anyway, if you enjoyed the episode, if you'd be so kind to support me by donating to my Patreon, as long as you're not putting yourself in a bad spot by doing so, of course, but feel free to. The link is in the description down below, and I'll be seeing y'all later. I've been your host, Paul Stamayoyi, and goodbye.